What's going on, guys? What's cracking? Today is finally the big day. Tony's here. Tony, what are you doing? There's BB jumping up and down. Tony, what are you doing?
It's Christmas.
It's Christmas.
In June.
Look at this.
It's a new thing.
It's a new thing.
So pumped.
Look at that. You see, I see a hint of a PHR sticker there, sir. What is that? Is there more? Oh.
What do we got here?
There's more. What? Oh.
Slab.
Ooh. It's getting a little filthy out here. I'm getting excited now.
We're gonna get this box. Look.
Everything was real nice until I saw a little bit of trash sitting up here, though. What is this trash sitting up here? We don't believe in precisions around here, so this is a Borg Warner house. Baby, what do you run? Borg Warners.
Hey, what kind of wastegate do you have?
Bro. We don't talk about wastegates. We're talking about turbos right now. Get the fuck out of here. My car's broke. My car's broke. My car doesn't build fuel pressure.
My car's like my bank account right now for doing what I just did.
Broke as fuck. All right, so we got most of the boxes in here. I should say Tony got most of them. Tony, what did we do last time? It was a big no-no. We had no idea about. We've never dealt with this. What is it? Can you show them on the turbo real quick?
So you see this big orange tag here? So obviously I didn't have this on my turbo because the turbo was on my car from a previous owner. But that tag is basically on this fitting here. And what this is it's a restrictor and a bearing alignment pin, which we didn't obviously know that. It was leaking from this part, and me and Ryan are like, okay, let's just take it out and put a brass crush washer in there and make it stop leaking. So what did? We took it out, did that, and then it never really stopped leaking. But nothing actually bad happened. It ran fine.
Yeah, it ran fine. It made great boost.
So then I called Precision, and I was like, hey, because I actually took it out later, and I'm looking at it like, what is this thing? It looks literally like an air nozzle on an air tool, the end of an air gun.
Yeah.
But like it's capped off in the end. There's a little hole on the side. That's literally exactly what it looks like. So I'm looking at this thing. Even BB's seen pictures. He was like, I don't know what the hell that thing is. So I called Precision. They're like, oh, that thing? Oh, you took that out? Oh yeah, you need your turbo rebuilt. What? I'm like, okay, they're just trying to get in my pocket. Let me call like Boost Lab, because Boost Lab, I don't know if y'all know about them. They're amazing. And I was like, called them. Oh, you took that pin out? Like,
you're like, shit.
Like, oh shit. So, do not make the same mistake. If it's leaking from there, you can take it out, but you're gonna need to rebuild regardless if it's leaking. Essentially, if this fitting starts leaking, and look, they even have. I just noticed they even put a little piece of like Loctite across it.
They put wax on it so you know exactly where it is. So if it does move or it starts leaking, you'll know.
Yeah, because apparently, like that one pin, that pinhole, I guess it needs to be in an exact certain spot to shoot the oil a certain way to lubricate the bearings.
Now we know.
And that's only on the ball bearing version.
Journal bearings don't have, obviously, because I've done mine a million times and screw with them. So
exactly. Now
you know, guys, don't make our mistake. Tony, what's going on right now? Look at this. That trailer. Tell me that trailer's not badass, right?
That's what we need.
Fuck! Look at that thing.
He's got the Denali rig too.
Oh no, Denali badass blacked out rig. This is so cool. Love it. Bougie. Can't wait.
Hey, they said.
Did you just buy it?
No.
I just gotta fix it. It's not running properly.
Don't do that.
Don't. Oh. You said about.
Hey, if you know the right people. You had this plan. Oh, it's real light coming out. It's like straight pig crew, dude.
You don't realize how wide that car is, so it is sitting in there. I mean, that's.
Just in the middle.
It just fits, man.
That's almost as wide as the.
Oh my gosh!
If he dies, he dies.
Alright, you really on your foot?
Yeah.
Yeah, you shoot every.
Oh God, yeah. Man down. We got a man down.
Get your shoe. I can't. It's on it. It's a real charge.
Oh, Tony, stop!
No, he's fine.
The poor kid's foot.
Hey, Vince, kick that ramp out. Hold on, stop. Kick that ramp to the left.
You're not gonna have a shoe left.
Very end of it. This way. There you go.
Okay, Ryan,
No, way
that's
too
plenty
much.
of shoes. Okay.
You have a pair of flip-flops.
That's fine. You're both under the door? Yeah, you're good. Straight back. Slow.
He's got to come this way.
It's like moving.
He's fine.
Alright.
Slow.
Oh, I'm cringing.
Please go faster.
Means go faster.
Let off the clutch.
That's saying don't look down.
Perfect.
Wow.
All right, see you guys. Perfect. So you happy? Your car's here now. We can start working on it.
After we get something to eat.
After we get something to eat. Sebastian, buddy, Thanks, man.
You're welcome.
I'm hard on you.
Enjoy the
But
project. Yeah, you're welcome.
wait, hey, what's your name?
Vince.
Vince. Thanks, Vince, for helping too, buddy.
Yeah, thanks.
Much appreciated. You lived in Thurmont, so.
Oh, he still lives in Thermal.
Yeah, I'm still here.
Oh wait, so you're still local-ish?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. That's great.
See, more friends.
More friends. More friends the better. You're welcome to stop by. Let everyone stop by.
I'm going to Ocean City.
Oh.
We throw that on the trail.
Well, anyways, fuck you. Anyways, I'm going here, guys. Look at the sunset, guys. You guys see that?
I'm going with them to Ocean City.
No, seriously. Thank you both so much for helping out Tony. It was kind of like last minute, so it's pretty awesome of you both. Appreciate it, guys.
You were able to fit it in?
See these cars here. Tony. Colt stopped by. We got Ryan.
So I've got all the. Is there audio on this right now? There's no mic.
audio. I'll put one on. It is for audio.
Okay, guys, so I've got all the top nuts off right now. I've got this one bottom one off here. Now I've got to get the rest. If you guys can see, unfortunately with the 2JZ GTE motor, all the runners actually sit right on top of the nuts and bolts. Or I should say the runners here sit on top of the studs and nuts. And it makes it quite hard. So I'm gonna have to try and play with that here. I'm gonna have to get this off, have to get the bung out here, and I have to also get out his EGT sensor, which he decided to keep, but I feel like it's unnecessary because he doesn't have individual EGTs. Unnecessary! I feel like it's unnecessary, but he wants it, so God bless his little heart. We're gonna keep it, so we're gonna go ahead and start knocking this out here. Like you're supposed to. All right, you got one. Just break them loose. That's all I care about. Don't get that completely. Once you get it loose, pop it off.
Is that loose enough? Or more?
Yeah, it's loose enough. Yeah. I guess we could go ahead and take this intercooler piping off. That's pissing me off.
Where do you use the jacket at? I have this. You have to use this.
What the fuck is that?
The pinch wheel goes right there.
Hold on. Explain to
It doesn't reach. We tried it last time. It doesn't reach. The side skirts are too low.
Tony, what's this block for?
I tried to hold the center.
Very simple.
My car's not like this. I don't have these fucking problems. Right, don't take too much video because I gotta edit this shit and I'm fucking lazy.
Hold on.
Get the man.
Start.
Thanks, Daddy.
Start going up. Hold, easy.
10 years later.
Bro. Tony's holding the camera right now, guys. That's why. Hold on. Fuck your manifold. This thing is a giant, awesome manifold. Awesome. It's fantastic, actually. It's absolutely beautiful. If you actually look at it, the design of it is muy guapo. Actually, and they actually did it right. The bar fell out. They actually did it right, and they actually welded on a 44 millimeter flange. So it doesn't have, this is just an HKS replica. That's what it is, being honest. but they did it right by actually welding on a 44mm flange and doing it the proper way. Most of the guys use like they use the 4-bolt flange and they weld to the top of that and it looks like crap. They did it the right way when they did this. It flows well and it makes cool sounds, but sucks to install. But there's very few manifolds, but if you're gonna be honest with yourself, 2 manifolds. Powerhouse Racing and Sound Performance, only 2 places that make a quality manifold that actually fits right and does it. You're gonna have to pay $2,400. You either pay $2,400 or you don't. So you got that choice, that's up to you. I already hit the bottom.
Grab my bird.
Update. Where are we at?
Okay. Whew. This is getting late. I'm getting about half tired, half drunk, and on top of it. My voice is definitely changing, so I apologize. Manifold's off. Come over here. Come on. Let's come over here. Tony, where we at? We're good, right?
We're finally got past the point where we were like, fuck our lives. Fuck
Right, that's pretty much like 100% where we were at was fuck our lives. So if you come over here, we got the manifold off. What we went ahead and did too is Powerhouse Racing supplies shorter studs. These are actually factory studs. I believe they're from a Camry. Don't quote me on that. But I did the same thing and replaced top and bottom. But what Powerhouse Racing does is replaces the bottoms for you. Makes your life a little bit easier. So all the bottoms I went ahead and did. And next up we have to, first and foremost, we have to replace the thermostat housing here. This rotates it down. There's a kit with Powerhouse Racing that changes that. So that's probably next up on our list, and also getting out all the bungs and fittings for the oil feed and oil drain. So that's next up. Let's go ahead and get it.
What are you doing, Ryan?
We have a problem here, bud.
What's the problem?
I don't think it's gonna go in. Unfortunately, bud, your fuel rail's hitting it.
So we gotta unbolt the fuel rail a little bit.
No, it should go in. It shouldn't be a problem. Get that one in. BB, I'm gonna stand here. I want him to be beside me as soon as he's done cranking that last one. All right, guys, so we've got Tony's old manifold here, right? If you guys can see here, it's an open scroll manifold. What that means is it's not divided. It's usually a line here, section off the front 3 runners from the back 3 runners. In this case, it's an open scroll, which works. There's nothing wrong with it. It's a simple design, but it's much laggier. This is a Chinese manifold that is either a ripoff of the Goretti or the HKS. They're very similar, and it worked. It made good sound. It sounded cool, and I thought it was real. I mean, I thought it was a real manifold. It has a little bit of slag in it, but it's actually not that bad. It has a proper tile wastegate on it. But that being said, again, this is open scroll. Now, guys, come check this out. Now, this is the new manifold. It is the Powerhouse Racing Twin Scroll S23 manifold. And you can see here, this is divided with twin wastegates, a gate for the front and the gate for the back. This is ceramic coated, meaning that it will hold heat or keep heat out of the engine bay, help keep things a little bit cooler. The biggest thing for me is how well this manifold is to install. There's no manifold for it. This is always one of the worst ones, and I can literally get a socket and tighten that down. That never happens. So, it's a beautiful manifold. They do it right. And I can't wait to crank this thing over and hear some noise. Okay guys, so I just said about how easy this manifold is, and if you've ever worked on a GTE motor, you know how much the bottom bolts are, because unfortunately Toyota designed it that under each runner is where they put the bolt stud. Makes it a real pain. But Powerhouse Racing, the very first stud is by far the worst. Look, I can get a socket right on it. I don't know of any other manifold that you can do that, that's done and tightened. Now the other ones, yes, are a little bit harder. You have to get your hands on it, but even still, I can get a socket right to that. I can get a socket to this one. Look, another one. Like that does not happen. Like, I've never worked on a GT manifold that you can do that on any of the bottom ones. I got 2 of them there. The other 3 you're gonna have to get a box wrench on, but that's easy. All right, take this, and where's it gotta come out at? Where's it going? FedEx, you gotta drop this off your local FedEx, or are they?
It was just Balka. He said, you guys are gonna give food? He said,
We should actually test fit with the intercooler piping next before we crank this down. That'd be the smart thing to do. It's got that's that stupid ratcheting one, man.
That's it then. I can't even get a grip on it.
It's got
15 sockets.
Good. All right, guys, so what we're doing here is we're removing these old bushings. If you guys can see here, I've removed the one bushing here. It's actually just a rubber bushing that's inside of here that flexes around, and it makes for an unpleasant driving experience. So what we're gonna do is press these out. What you do is take one large socket on one side to push the bushing into, and one socket that just barely fits inside here because there's not just rubber, but there's a little metal ring there. You can see it right around the edge. There's a little steel ring that holds that all in, and you gotta press it all out as one. You want to open that up some and go ahead, draw it in some. Slow that. Go ahead, tighten it up just a little bit. Right there. All right.
Works like that.
It's gonna fall here. You wanna put your hand underneath? It's gonna so it doesn't fall and hit my foot again.
Fucking flip-flop.
Fucking flip flops, race flops, man. You gotta get them race flops. I am just tightening these fittings up. I'm making vacuum line runs for Tony. So we've got 10 feet of regular vacuum line. We could go fancy, do AN. He actually had AN on there before. As tight as all this is, I'd rather just do tried and true. This shit is really thick. I made him order some brass fittings. They usually use plastic T fittings. I don't trust those because plastic one is your boost to fail, right? This ensures it doesn't, it's metal, it's not going to. If anything, this will, and this can take some serious heat. So we just gotta take our time. We're using a single cell or a 3-port Mac valve. We're not using a 4-port, so that means we're gonna have to splice them together to get boost control. This is what John Kerr, our tuner, recommends. It just makes life a little bit easier. Some people prefer 4 ports, some people prefer 3 ports. In this case, we're using a 3-port.
Aside from my soul,